Good evening. Good evening, Boss Fam. Welcome to season 6, episode number 6. I am Carlotta B, and this is the show that motivates, illuminates, captivates, inspires, and brings you the real talk. Boss Fam, get ready for part 3 of the big debate. We're going to be talking about real talk on love, lies, lust, and loneliness. This 3-part series is a raw, unfiltered, and hilarious chat about the wild and shocking world of modern dating. Tonight, we'll continue our discussion on dating nightmares and marriage hopefuls. No holds barred, real life stories about dating gone wrong, from disappointments, emotional manipulation, betrayals, red flags, to praying for success. We want a success story. Welcome, Shekayla Shears and Shawn Harris to the platform.
Back again.
We are back.
Again.
What is this, number 4 for you? This is your 4th appearance? Not quite, but we will probably get there. And this is Shekayla's first appearance.
Yes.
This is your
Hello.
initiation to the red sofa.
Yes, love it.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us. I
Yes.
really appreciate it. So, guys, I hope you've watched part 1 with
Mhm.
Lady Rico,
Amazing.
part 2 with Deanne Shelton.
Mhm.
And now we're going to blow up part 3 and get another female perspective. We've gotten Shawn's perspective in all 3 parts. Tonight is going to be his third perspective. Now we're going to dive a little bit into more of a comparison between dating and married expectations. What we're looking for, what we want our spouse to be. How do we walk away if those red flags are so prevalent and in our face and we need to walk away and can't? So we're going to talk a little bit more about the married side of it, okay? All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into it. First of all, what I want to do is give us a little bit of introduction about yourself. What's your current status and where are you in life?
So my current status is I'm divorced.
Okay.
I am a mom of 6 children.
Okay. 6. Look how she's looking at you. Miss Harris. Okay. And the youngest is how old and the oldest is how old?
My youngest is 12 and my oldest is 26.
Okay.
And I have 2 grandbabies.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice.
And so my current situation is I am in a relationship.
Okay.
Happily.
You are happily in a
Yes.
relationship.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a good introduction. And
You already know my situation.
for the people that's just now watching and didn't catch 1 and 2, let the people know, what is your current status?
I'm very single. You're happily divorced.
Happily divorced.
I have 2 sons. My oldest son, Shawn Jr., will be 32 November 25th.
Mhm.
My little boy Tyler, is
Mhm.
15. He'll be
Yes.
16 December 15th. I got full custody of him. And I
Mhm.
have 1 granddaughter that's 6 years old named Amari. And they're all coming out for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Awesome. Love
Nice,
it.
My
nice.
whole little family's gonna be together.
Nice.
Good.
Okay. Big 6 over here.
Yes.
That's a beautiful thing, though. You have
I love
6
it.
beautiful souls to love and 6
Love it.
beautiful souls that love you back.
Yes, I love it.
Beautiful.
I love it. It's
Beautiful.
never a dull moment.
Oh, I'm quite sure. I already know. I have
Yeah.
2, and they're older, and it's still a never dull moment.
Never a
It's-
dull
yeah.
moment.
There are heartbeats, though.
Yes.
There are
to me,
heartbeats, right?
It's something when they get older.
Yes.
It's like they live, but when they get older, it's like,
Yes. Heartbeats turned into heartaches.
Yes.
And then back to heartbeats.
Yes.
Yeah. Trust me, I know. All right, guys. So I think we're all in situations where we've experienced heartache, heartbreak. We've had relationships that
Yes.
didn't end the way we wanted, whether it was marriages or long-term relationships. They've all ended, right? And we started anew.
Yes.
So what I want to talk to you guys about is, for starters, the healing process. What is your healing process for getting over a failed relationship, and what kind of impacts does that have in your next relationship, or did it have on your current relationship? What do you do differently?
So for healing, what I learned in my past relationships is we tend to play the victim. You know, every person wants to be the victim, and you are going to be the villain in somebody's book. So for healing, the healing is not about who hurt you, how they hurt you. It's about self-reflection. What mistakes did I make? What experiences did I have to go through this process? What choices, what type of man did I choose to go through this process? So it's not about bashing the person that hurt you or putting them on blast. It's about how you're going to react and how you're going to heal through the trauma. Because when you're healing, you need to go through a healing before you take that into the next relationship.
Oh, yes.
So it's all about self-reflection.
Yes.
The process of how much, you know, how you can get over a situation that could have been his fault or could have been your fault. You know, and holding yourself accountable, you know, for the actions that's taken through the breakup. So,
how did I get here?
Yes.
It's one of the main questions.
Yes.
How did I get here? It's kind of like dissecting and reversing. How did I get here, and what happened? Why am I here? And for you, do you have or did you have a healing process?
Let's move on to the next one, right?
Typical male. Is that
I can't dwell on this because this already took me out of my element. This situation, you know, men actually, I think we hurt more than women, especially if it's infidelity. Men can't take what we dish out.
That's true.
Right. They can dish it but can't take it.
I agree.
Yeah.
So in order to keep your mind right, you might take a little time, because if you really gonna try to get it back, you're gonna try to make it work. Whatever, and after so many attempts, if it doesn't work, then the best way to get over somebody is get under somebody. True story.
So I guess that's a male perspective. Because I don't definitely don't think that way.
Because we move in emotion, and I agree with him. Like with the infidelity, a lot of people say the man can't take the same hurt that he gives a woman. Right. And it's funny because we're women of emotion. They're logical. So women should hurt more because emotionally you hurt me. But when you look at the man, it's like the woman, if it's done to the man, like you say, move on, get out the way, get up under another one, you know. But we as women, we can't do that, because what we're doing is we're taking all those emotions into the next relationship and being vulnerable, you know, at that moment. And then it's like that man just want to experience you. You're vulnerable and you're there, and it's like a Band-Aid. You're not healed, you know. And so with men, it's like you say,
on to the next one. Even if you're hurt to the core, you still have that. Do you have a grieving period at all?
I mean, it's like the only way we think we can hurt y'all back is
revenge.
Yeah, revenge.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no other way. Unless we mess with your money. You know what I'm saying? It's like a man we don't think like that. It's like, I'm going to get her back. You know what I'm saying? Especially if he was loyal in that situation. If he was loyal, like he was 100% loyal, and she stepped out, oh Lord, it's over. It's like, you just can't take that.
That's bad.
That's bad.
Yeah.
You can't take it. We cannot picture. And we had a conversation about this earlier this week. We know when we meet you, if you have 6 kids, if you have 5 kids, we know that you've been tossed, you've been slept with, and all this stuff. That doesn't matter. As soon as we get our hands on you, everything in the past don't matter. It's going forward now that matters. So you could have done all these things with Jeff, Dave, and Pete. It doesn't matter. There's no more Jeff, Dave, and Pete now, because you're mine. That's mine. You're territorial, so that's our property, right? Yeah. We can't see another man doing that while we got you, because then it turns into rejection. It's like, we're not good enough for you. You know, no matter what. And vice versa, women too. Women probably think the same thing.
Well, the popular myth is anytime a man know about your past or you told him about your past, the statistics show that they can't get that out of their head. The more they know, the harder it is for them to forget about it. Do you disagree with that?
We don't want to know everything. Sometimes y'all tell us, but it's a need to know basis. The less we know, the better off it is.
Yeah, I think yes.
It's like that body count question.
Yes,
Right.
I did see that.
Yeah.
And and that, you know, I think my thing is, you know, you made a statement about the kids. And when a woman, I was married, right, with my spouse 17 years. You know, my last 4 kids, right?
Okay.
That's why I explained it to you earlier. What I had to learn, because I had my children, that healing process was no insecurities, right?
Yeah.
You was a wife. You was a wife for 17 years.
Exactly.
And it didn't work.
Right.
Mistakes was made, things happened. Not gonna put that out there,
right.
But it didn't work. My confidence had to come from, oh, she got 6 kids. I hear that a lot. It didn't bother me because I knew my worth. I knew my value.
Important.
I knew what I had to offer.
That's important.
And I wasn't, because I'm like, okay, you know, we talk about, oh, the responsibilities of carrying the kids. I'm not the type of woman to say, oh, if you date me, you take me, you got to buy my kids. No, those are my kids. At that point, it's my responsibility, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Now, as men that I'm learning, as I'm dating now, he wants to be a part.
Okay.
And I may say, no, it's your responsibility. But he's like, but I'm a man, you know? And so me understanding now from a male's perspective and trying to see how men think, it's like, yes, I have 6 kids, but if somebody date me, I'm not going to hide that.
Right.
Because if you're ready for that, you're ready. If you're not, I'm not going to knock you. I'm not going to bash you. And I don't expect you to do it to me. But it doesn't mean like you say, you do have women out there that may have 5 baby daddies, like you said. But there are women out there that just had a marriage and a life.
Right.
And it didn't work.
Right. And have children from that marriage.
Yes. And so my confidence and my securities had to come from, you know who you are as a woman.
Right.
Not letting anyone else define that. You can't let anybody define that and tear it down.
Right. I agree.
I don't think we do it that way. So if I meet a woman and she tells me she was married for this 20 or 17 years and she has children from that marriage, I mean, I probably wouldn't even look at it sideways because she was actually married and did it the right way.
Yeah, everybody did.
A woman that got 6 kids by 6 different niggas.
Yeah,
that's a problem.
Everybody's different. Yeah,
you did mention that scenario last week that there was a case. Yeah, and you know, I mean, that could be slightly different.
Girl, she had children like that was married. She had like I think 4 kids or something. I think 5. She was married for 20-something years. Same baby father. It just didn't work out. So the kids are not mistakes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I look at it like that's the scenarios are different.
Yeah, and I think as you know, experiences growing up as women, being raised, you know, your upbringing. I was one of the ones. My dad died when I was 8. I was a love child.
Okay.
Nurtured. My mom nurtured me. My dad nurtured me. My grandmother nurtured me. Raised in the church. So all I knew was love.
Exactly.
You know.
Yes.
And my auntie would always say, "Oh, she looking for love in all the wrong places." All I knew was love because that's what my daddy showed me.
Yeah.
At 8 years old. So growing up, you know, growing up like that as a love child and being nurtured, I didn't see like anybody that came to me. I never looked, you know, or chased.
Exactly.
It was like, but I also never said what I wanted. So it's like anybody that came to me, it was more like, oh, okay, I like him. He's nice looking. Let's see what happens.
Right.
But then it wasn't until then it's like, okay, men have approached you, but now it's like, I never prayed about what I wanted.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Excellent segue into the next topic I want to talk about. Expectations and considerations. When you're looking for a man or when you're looking for that woman, what are your expectations and considerations, and what is your preparation process for finding that person? Pray about it? Do you have a list that you go by? How do you prepare yourself? What are your expectations for a man?
Well, for me, women, this is just me, because the Bible say when he findeth a wife, he findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor with the Lord.
Correct.
So for me, I'm not going to say, oh, I'm staying in my house and waiting for FedEx to knock at my door. No, I'm not saying that. But sometimes depends on where we put ourselves at when we want to be seen. Not gonna find them in the club.
Yes.
You know, may find them at what's that Trader
Joe's,
you know,
Whole Food Market,
and then like I say, because women we are approachable. You know, we are always approached.
Yes.
And so it's like we never say what we want because we just accept what's in front of us and be like, okay, yeah, he's handsome, he's nice looking. Oh, he got this, he got that. Okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. The whole time, correct me if I'm wrong, we don't know what we want, but that man knows. Now, this is what I've been told. Okay. That man knows if he gonna sleep with that woman, if he just want to experience her, if he plans to marry her within an hour of a conversation.
Yeah, I think they say too. I've always heard within 2 hours.
Okay, he said 10 minutes. So you know in 10 minutes.
You know, you know what your
women know when they see this man if they would or would not sleep.
That's facts.
When at first sight. So men too, like, oh, we think a little different than y'all, but we both think the same in a certain frequency.
Yeah. Okay.
We don't know.
He said 10 minutes.
Conversation.
Yeah.
Whether that's marriage material, somebody, what you want to do, where you gonna place her on your roster. You know.
Wow.
Immediately.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. 10 minutes, and it's really more from the visual than anything else, because we don't really care what you say.
Right. Okay. So first impression, is with the eyes. It's like that's
the eyes started.
Yes.
Because if you look like what I like, then that automatically starts the conversation. But in my mind, I'm already saying to myself what I want to do with you.
So what if that conversation changes to, oh, I thought
I was wrong.
What I wanted to do. I was wrong. I think she's much more than what I thought.
They will still sleep with you anyway. And then worry about the other part later.
You're speaking for yourself, right?
I've been a man a long time. I know what I'm talking about.
And I was raised mostly by men and brothers.
Yeah,
so it's like,
but now don't be wrong. If you get that one,
that's tough. That's why everybody's single today.
If you find that one that you lock into, and she's it, then you pour everything into her.
Yeah.
Everything. But it takes. You gotta go through so many to get to that. You know, so many.
Wow.
So it's unbelievable.
Are you spiritual? Or I'm just asking.
I go to church. I believe in the Lord. I read the Bible. I pray every day.
Okay.
I mean, I'm like,
just asking.
I ask God for certain things. I've asked God for a certain type of woman, and He brought it to my doorstep. Right?
Okay.
I'm talking about from the head to toe, visually, everything. Right?
Okay.
That one was crazy.
Oh.
And
he didn't bring her then if she was crazy.
I'm talking about the visual. But I prayed for this particular looking woman.
Okay, well, you got to pray for more than just how a person looks.
And I was much younger then.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense, yeah.
She was Asian.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. What are your hard no's for a guy? I mean, you okay, and I've heard you say twice that you may not know what you want, or you don't have like a list of, okay, this man have to have A, B, C, and D. At least he has to have A, B, C, and D. And then what are your hard no's? Like, not gonna take it. If he has that characteristic, not doing it.
A hard no is abuse. I'm not domestic abuse, mental abuse. I am not, that's one thing that I won't stand for.
Yes.
I'm not biased when it comes to children. I hear you know, a woman with kids may say, oh, I don't want a man with kids. Well, that's unfair. You know, because you have kids. I've seen men that they have kids and they say, well, I don't want a woman to have kids. And I'm like, well, that's unfair.
Correct.
You know, because, you know, I've dated someone that I had kids, but he didn't have kids.
Okay.
I'm not even finna play around.
Yeah, right.
Because I can't give you a child. And I'm not even finna waste your time. I'm not even trying to figure it out what we got going on, because it's not going on. Because I'm the type, you know, I date with a purpose. You know.
Yes. Yes. Date with purpose.
Yeah, I date with a purpose.
Yes.
I told one guy one time I date to marry, and he got scared. I was like, I'm not saying we're gonna get married. Calm down.
But you let him know up front.
But I'm letting you know
that
up
it's
front.
not a casual.
I don't know what's the new word.
I'm not out
vetting.
there. I don't know.
Vet.
Oh, you mean vetting the person?
Netflix and chill.
You talking about vetting the person, or you talking about the type of one night stand type thing?
I've never heard what vetting was till like last year.
Okay.
And getting to know a person.
Yeah, vetting.
And so
him.
the guy that I'm talking to, now that I know what that meant, he vetted me for 2 months. We just talked on the phone.
Okay.
Never went out. Never went on a date. We just talked
for 2 months
on the phone.
Okay.
And I was like, okay,
interesting.
This is interesting. But now I know what vetting is.
Yes.
So now I tell it to my daughters.
Yes.
Yeah. And so
see what that person's head is. That's proper vetting.
Yeah.
Not a 10-minute vet.
Well, no. That's good because this way you keep what's yours in check, I keep what's mine in check. You get to know each other over that phone. Nobody has nothing to lose.
Yeah.
You know?
But you know, I was green to that. I didn't know what it was.
I didn't know just now. I just learned today.
Vetting?
Right
you never heard
you
of
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I've never heard it till now. And then even like with the dating thing, it was like, you dating? And I'm like, yeah, I'm dating. And they was like, well, how many? Huh?
Wow.
I date one at a time. You wasting your time. What? It's like coming from out of a marriage and going in, because I was like 39, 40 when I went back trying to date. And I'm like, I remember going to a club, I'm like, where's the dance floor? Everything was pop bottles, get a section, do this. And I'm like,
nobody dancing anymore.
And now the dating is like, oh, this one don't work, date the next one. I was like, or date. And I'm like, vetting that. I was like, okay, it's too much.
You're not taking time to get to know the person.
Yeah, because I was like, well, I don't want to be confused in trying to date multiple guys and don't know them.
Exactly.
You know.
Right. Because how can you spend, that much time? Yeah.
And that was my thing. Don't do what everybody else do. Stand firm on what you want.
Yeah.
If you want to date, don't knock somebody that say I'm dating one at a time. You know, that's my firmness. I'm a date. Yeah. One at a time.
Yeah.
I learned to start dating outside of my type.
So that has worked for a couple of people actually that I know.
So the types that I've had have all been the same in so many shapes and forms.
Yeah.
Look where it's got me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I'm glad he said that.
Outside of what I'm usually.
I think as long as you don't deviate on your main things that you're looking for in someone, every single box doesn't have to be checked when it comes to your type.
Yeah.
And I say that because, once again, I know someone that did it. All the important things were there: protector, provider, honest, treated her like a queen, but it's just not her
looks.
Yeah, like wasn't muscular, it's just, but that wasn't critically important. But she's just, very happy right now. So sometimes some of those things that we have in our check boxes is not the best thing.
That list be picky. It be picky, and I'll be looking like,
that's why I said, what are your must-haves? You got to have some must-haves.
And that's like, one of, like I said, no domestic abuse. Like for me, stability is important because of what I've been through. Stability is important.
Yes.
Knowing what you want in life. Knowing where you're going.
Right.
Without a vision, my people perish.
Correct.
You got to know where you're going. You got to see me in your future.
Exactly.
And if you can tell me what you see with us in the future, and I can see it, that's a conversation.
Right.
That can be had.
Right.
Because I tell ladies all the time, if he's not seeing a future with you and you really sitting there, you cannot change a man. You cannot change a man. A man has to want to change himself.
Right.
And we get so caught up in, oh, I'm going to do this to him and I'm going to do that to him and I'm going to give it to him so good. And I'm like, girl, and then he's going to probably go right down the street to the next person and do the same thing. What is your mental?
Yeah.
Because it's a word, sapiosexual. Mentally stimulate. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk. Some people don't understand conversations and communication with one another is intimate.
Yes.
And it's very moving.
It is.
Because I'd be like, what you say?
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Say that works too. So that's what I think. Like, we as women know what you want and stability is very important.
Very important.
I know my daughter gonna kill me, but I remember she was dating this guy, and she said he had a mattress on the floor, and she told him, take me home. My mama said queens don't sleep on the floor.
He might have had a mattress that day, but what does he have now? Did he build anything to something better?
Well, see, here's the thing.
No, that's where y'all get mixed up, because you see that and you don't want to pour into that, because this man might have a vision to bring him something like this.
But you said something though. Get yourself together first.
Yeah.
So don't invite no, and that's why I'm telling
ready,
my daughters, even like with my daughter, if you know you don't like him, or you just don't go to his house.
Right.
You know,
definitely don't do that.
You know, so yeah, right. I think get yourself to. That's what I mean by stability. You know, it's like, see how a man grooms himself. You know, see how he treats his mom.
His mom. Very important.
And a lot of people don't understand this. How you treat your mom. How, you know, my 12-year-old still to this day will open the door for me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then he's like, Mom, you good? Yeah, I'm good, son. Thank you for asking.
That's right.
And I treat them like, if they say something to me, I'm gonna be like, yes, sir. Thank you so much. I'm going to give them that respect. I'm not going to be rolling my neck and saying, don't do me like that, you know, unless you get disrespectful.
Well, that part, correct.
But
correct.
It's all in the stability.
Right.
You have to be stable.
Yeah.
Now, if we get together and something happens and then things happen, I'm not going to kick a brother while he's down. But how were you when we first met?
Exactly.
And these are things that I've learned through experience and growing and self-healing.
Right.
You know,
yeah.
And having that confidence to say, okay, yeah. A woman also needs to know what she wants, because if you don't know what you want, you're going to fall for anything that comes.
Well, that brings me to the red flags. And we talked a little bit about this last week. But if we know, women, when I say we, if we know what we want and what we won't tolerate, why do we find ourselves in situations? A lot of people find themselves in situations where, you know, 4 of those things are on your list that you won't tolerate. So what are you doing? It's been 2 years and you're still with the same person and they still have all these traits that's on your will not tolerate list. So it's all about knowing what we want. And when those red flags are there,
well, women,
what do you do about the red flags? Why do we not walk away from the red flags?
Women would select the wrong. Women be so selective.
And select the wrong
dude.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right? And never feel that dude that put you through that stuff. You selected him.
Yeah, that's true.
This is true. Accountability.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
This is true.
And then the red flags, we think we can change y'all. We be like, oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
But then you get a guy that come with you that really don't have no red flags. He gets ignored because
he too nice.
Because it's boring. It's boring.
He too nice.
And we talked about that last week.
That it's boring.
He thinks nice guys finish last.
I think women think that nice guys are boring. They need that excitement. They need that little toxicity. They need to see if you cheating and getting his phone and stuff.
I ain't got time for that. Yeah, and and then that's the thing. Everybody grows up, right? We all grow up. We always want, I want a man like Tupac. You know, I was Tupac, you know, or a big, you know. Yeah, exactly. So you don't want that. But like you said with the toxicity thing, people get an arousement out of that. And then I'm like, we so quick to say, oh, I don't want boring, or he's boring, and I'm like, but you get out in this world, and you want the excitement, and then when you end up pregnant or you end up at the clinic, then
when they cut that off and they go back out in the world, they'll realize that boredom is peace.
Yes, there you go.
Oh, yes, and that's what we say we all want too: stability, peace, security, and then
and it's like you
go for the wrong type person.
Yeah, when you get older, you see that more.
Yeah,
you know. Oh, now, in other words, now it's time for me to settle down. You know, men and women. Yeah.
65, wheelchair. They ain't gonna work no more. They settle down.
Oh, then they want to settle down.
Lord have mercy.
Oh my God. Okay, so that's a good segue to another question that came in online. One of my male audience members wanted me to ask the question about, why does intimacy change? Why is there a difference between intimacy dating, and intimacy when you're in a marriage?
Can I answer that first?
Yes.
Well, I don't know for anybody else, but For men, we get more sex dating than we do marriage.
That's what he was saying to ask.
I don't know what the reason is, and this is why men go back out where he came from. So like while we're dating, it's all the time, it's anywhere, it's everywhere, it's no holds barred. You get married after a while. Once again, I think might get boring on both people's part. So then what they do? They want to go look for that excitement, go right back out there where they came from. So that's where a lot of that cheating comes from.
Okay, that's your and the question he said ask your female guest because in his mind it's the female that slacks off. So they wanted to get a female perspective on that.
Well, you know, you asked the question why we lack in sex. My question to you is why you stopped dating us.
No,
male. Yeah, male.
I like date night.
Yeah.
That's my favorite shit.
Okay, so
date night.
So
that's coming
yes.
up.
So here is the thing. I have a cousin till this day. She's been married over 20-something years.
Okay.
And they still date.
That's important.
And so, you know, what we got to understand is intimacy starts with outside the bedroom.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And yes, it starts outside the bedroom. So what are we doing outside the bedroom? Right. We having a conversation. We going out. You going to a concert. What are you doing? So a lot of the thing with me is a lot of men would say, "Oh, the sex slacked," but the Bible saying, "Now that I get an understanding." There's a cause and an effect.
Correct.
So if I'm not sexually attracted to you, what happened? We got to figure it out. But a man is quick to say, "Oh, she's not giving it to me," and he goes and finds it somewhere else instead of trying to figure out what I need to do to date you.
You need to tell me what it is. Just tell me. Be logical.
Well, the man, needs to talk to the woman before he goes out to cheat first. Start communicating.
And I agree with you. I agree with you because a lot of men say, "Oh, I can't read your mind." Right. And get some card games. Write down what was your week like, the highs and the lows. Let me tell you something. A lot of people stop because they don't like each other.
That's true.
They gotta live together, and a lot of people don't say like or get you in trouble. No, I gotta like you. Like, oh, I can't stand him.
Well, why are you doing that?
Exactly.
Why are you making noise when you
met me?
Things?
Yeah. But that's the thing, and I think
they miss that when they were dating, right? Because they weren't living together.
No, because we was meeting their representative when we was dating.
Oh my God!
No,
you don't never see the whole thing. You never know a person you live with.
But you know, you're gonna always put on your first impression, man and woman.
Yeah, man and woman. Until you live with them. If you spend the night, they might hold it back for the night.
But y'all do it too.
We do everything wrong. I am not trying to be innocent. We are terrible. Men are terrible.
Well,
to live with. They are.
I think communication and it's a cause and effect. You say why women get low in sex? Well, the man don't date them.
Right.
I like that.
A lot of times things change on his side.
When I'm in a relationship, we'll go on dates like it's the first time we ever went out. Every time we go out.
Yeah.
Like it's the very first time.
Yeah, and communication is important because and then you gotta like each other. I mean, you're gonna love a person. You're gonna love them. That's why you married. You love them. But that friendship, how we started, is important. Like I said, the vetting for 2 months. Know each other,
Yeah.
I like him.
But you just threw the Bible up. What was that Bible verse you just said about sex or whatever? Or something you just said.
And all I get an understanding?
Yes. But the Bible also said that belongs to me. I'm supposed to get it whenever I want.
No, you are absolutely correct. But the Bible also say, when you love her, she'll submit to you.
But they don't. You can love them, and they still don't.
But you think you love her, but are you loving her the way she wants to be loved? The love languages is important.
Very important.
You know what mine are? 2 of mine?
What's yours?
I like words of affirmation.
There you go. That's a man.
Physical
Ego.
touch.
Okay.
That's ego. Yeah.
Y'all like gifts.
No.
Y'all like gifts.
No, that's the bottom of
that's material.
That's
material.
Okay, what's wrong with mine? Because I'm a man. I had a woman that
like you just said, women like gifts, but Mine is number one is public, physical
affection.
touch, public affection.
Okay. But that, you
And
said
then
that's just a man, though.
no, I'm saying I say ego. Words of affirmation. The thing about love language is people think I need to know your love language so I know how to treat you. Your words of affirmation, I need to stroke your ego every chance I get. That's words of affirmation, right? That's what you love. I'm saying for me, it's not gifts, right? It's public affection, physical touch first, and then acts of service.
Okay, give me 2 acts of service.
Okay, for instance, if I'm working, if I'm working, right? I don't work 12-hour shift. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get home and wash these dishes. And if I get home and them dishes clean,
don't say that.
Like, babe,
it's like, woo, it's your lucky night.
See, that's the thing. So
yeah,
but you gotta learn and study each other.
Right.
What you just said, right? So you have a man that does that. She come home, she ain't got to cook, she ain't got to clean.
She's spoiled.
But she still don't appreciate that.
She's spoiled.
At some point, they don't appreciate it.
Maybe there's some other things
so
that's not being fulfilled.
Yeah. Something's wrong.
Maybe there's something else.
And then that's something's wrong. And it's like, do you even the other person? Because I'm like, now at this point, I'm like, do you even like me?
What it is they don't want it from you. They want somebody else.
That's where the barrier comes in. It ain't, the sex is lacking in the marriage. A lot of people say, after marriage I'm gonna look like this, and they got these pictures, and it's like, no. A lot of people got it twisted, and I think that's just a worldly way. She fine, so I know she marriage material, and then she get in there. You didn't do what you did to get her.
Exactly.
And then it's like, women are emotional. So if we feel unloved, unwanted, you make us feel inferior. Yeah. That's a problem.
Yeah. We're not gonna want
to. I get what you're saying, because you say you do it. You do everything. So it's the women. Maybe it's the people we're choosing.
Or again, you're just not that person's person.
Yeah.
Right. You're not him or her.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It can't be anything else. You can be the whole package different to the wrong one.
But this is the thing.
That part.
Yes.
That's the one right there.
That's the thing. I think about connection, right? Yeah. Just because my ex and I didn't work out, that doesn't mean he's a bad person. Right. He just wasn't good for me. But he's good for someone else. Yeah. But we tend to want to tell these stories. People come in, I don't have a story to tell. You got your story about me? You're just gonna stick right with that story.
How do you guys feel about living together?
We don't live
before. That's what I'm saying. How do you? And that was another question. How do you guys feel about living together? Maybe for a 90-day period to get to know that person.
She can stay across the street.
That's what.
The corner.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Because that's you risk the chance of.
Yeah. Like my grandma used to say, that's shacking.
Not liking that person. So then you married. Then what?
It's shacking. I mean,
it is shacking.
Yeah, I think like I've done that before back when I was younger, and
it didn't work out.
It didn't. Girl,
well, younger,
but you were work younger. Out. It was okay. It didn't last a year. No, and then that's what I'm saying. If we do follow the principles, the biblical principles, it will work. For me, we don't live together. Yeah. He has his place, I have my place. We talk about it. What the future holds, what it looks like. The thing is, we're not perfect, right? But we want to do things the right way. And that connection, y'all, that compatibility, that conversation. When I say finishing my sentences,
nice.
I was about to really
That's what I was about
say that.
Yeah, I love that.
It's because that's the connection.
I love that.
What you say? Cap, that's not Cap.
No, if he's finishing her sentences, I mean, yeah.
But and a lot of people don't believe in studying the mate. That's another thing. Study your mate. That's cheesy. No, it's not cheesy.
It's not cheesy.
Because if I know what he likes,
right,
and I do that for him, it can be something simple. It's like, wow, she really knows me,
right,
or
right,
I really know him,
right,
you know, or he really knows me. And it's like, I remember when he and I were talking, and we went hung out at the park.
Okay.
Simple.
Yes. But intimate.
And intimate.
Intimate.
Yeah. I've been where people, they had this list of women saying, I don't do Chili's, I don't do Olive Garden, I don't do. But my thing is this: I've met a person at Chili's before. I'm okay with that. You don't know me. I'm not finna make you go spend a $400 meal on me, and we just getting to know each other. I'm okay with meeting with you at a bar to have a talk.
Yeah.
You're
there for the conversation.
And you're there for the conversation. But a lot of people.
I hope they're listening.
A lot of people. But no, a lot of people got to understand is we quick to say, oh, well, this ain't free. If you're getting to know somebody and, hey, can we meet at Chili's? Yeah, let's meet at Chili's. I like Chili's.
Yeah, we're going
I met somebody at Applebee's. I met at Olive Garden. I don't. That doesn't move me. What moves me is how, if we date, how you're gonna treat me. Because if you impressing me and spending this type of money, taking me to these 5-star restaurants, and then we get together and you don't do that no more, that's what happens. It's like, okay, this is not what you did when you got me. Now I'm feeling some way, and no, I don't want to have sex.
Yeah. Right. Communication is key. We can't stress that enough. You have to get to know the person. You have to get to know the other person. It has to be more than, oh, they look good, or oh, he's handsome.
And don't compare. So
much more to a relationship.
And don't compare your past. Don't compare your person to somebody you were with before.
Right. Don't try to find that person again, because
we'll do the same stuff.
And so I'm gonna say something. I remember going through and just going through healing and really kind of like sad.
Yeah.
And I listened to a sermon by T.D. Jakes.
Okay.
Till this day, I remember that sermon, and this is what broke me. I can't stand you.
Silly.
Till this day, that sermon is.
Oh,
I can't stand.
Stop.
But see, I'm listening. I'm talking about the message.
Yes, go ahead.
Delivering the cycle of pain is the sermon.
Okay.
When I tell you, I listened to the sermon, and it was talking about the generations, how Isaac did what his daddy did, lied about, all that. And he said, you wondering why you going through the same hell. It's because you married the same person.
Yes.
That's so sometimes we really have to self-reflect and check ourselves and saying, okay, you better make sure that, because you know how they say you have a type.
Right.
You got to make sure, who is this person you're talking to?
Right.
You know, and you don't compare them, but you just need to make sure you're not marrying the same person.
Right, because you're 9 times out of 10 have the same outcome.
That message blessed me, and it was called Delivering the Cycle of Pain. And it just talked about generational curses in the Bible that ain't nothing new under the sun.
Right. Yes.
Bedside Baptist Church.
Well, you can get your sermon, from as long as you're getting your sermon, a lot of people believe they don't physically have to go. Just get the word.
Yeah,
get the word.
I like to go to the house of the Lord.
Yeah.
You gotta be in there and see them people run around. I love
you enjoy that part, right?
Well, we can't forsake the assembly, so we do gotta be there. So
this is true. Okay, so we got to start wrapping it up. We've almost been at it for an hour, so we might have to have a part 4. So what I need from you is, if you could give one word of advice to people out there that are dating and looking for their husband or looking for their wife, what word of advice would you give, just from personal experience?
One word?
Well, it could be a sentence. It don't have to be literally one word.
Well, we got to understand is dating is a process and marriage is a commitment.
Correct.
And so when you're dating, it's a process. You're dating to marry, you're getting to know that person, but get to know one another.
Yes.
Right? And make sure you're healed. Like,
yes.
heal yourself, because God first, then you,
yes,
then spouse.
That's right.
So if you love God, God gonna give you everything you need. Because how you
Yes.
gonna pour from an empty cup?
Exactly. You cannot.
And when your cup is full and you're full of yourself in a good way, you'll learn how to love
yes,
your spouse.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, Shawn, advice.
Date women that know the definition of the word reciprocation.
Reciprocation.
Yes.
Because you keep pouring into these cups, they got holes in the bottom of them. You'll never get full. You just keep doing and doing.
Yeah, pouring and
like
pouring and pouring.
I like that.
Yeah.
I learned my lesson.
Yeah.
If that cup ain't getting full, at some point I thought I've done all this.
Right. Yeah.
Treat people how you want to be treated.
Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, final question. Do you guys believe there is a soulmate? Is there a soulmate? Is there somebody out there for everybody? Or are some people meant to be alone? Yes or no? Is there a soulmate out there for everyone? You believe so? Yes. What do you believe?
I believe I met my soulmate, but it just didn't work out.
I've heard that. I think that's possible. I think we get caught up in soul ties, and we have to release soul ties before you can really fully commit to that one person, because you're dealing with all. Releasing your soul ties will bring you your soulmate. You know, so
okay. So soul ties could be definitely different than an actual soulmate.
Life is good. It's peaceful.
Yeah, and see, that's what I love, because he's peaceful. He's okay. That's how I was.
Yeah.
I mean, divorced for 10 years.
I've done all my healing.
Yes.
So whenever she
it's important to be healed.
That's exactly right.
And I learned from my mistakes. I never was perfect.
Yes.
But I learned not to make the same mistakes going forward.
Yes.
So and you know what you want.
Peaceful and stable.
All right. That's good.
I love it.
All right, you guys. Shawn is still wanting and looking for that long-term.
He gonna get
long-term person. So hey, hit him up if you guys fit the description.
Hit me up. Look,
serious inquiries only.
Because he dates. He dates.
So in my inbox, let me make sure I say this real quick.
Okay.
Look at you. And look at me. Make sure it makes sense. I had Bertha in my inbox the other day.
He said Bertha.
Bertha's 71 years old. So she's gonna pay me $1,000.
You better be specific.
Okay, Miss Bertha.
But no. Bertha look like a gorilla.
Stop. You cannot say that.
God made everything beautiful.
Well, as long as Bertha not watching right now, Bertha might know Bertha.
But healing feels good.
Okay, guys. Yes, you have to be healed. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Seriously, we may have to have a part 4 because these hours go by really quickly. And it was only supposed to be a 2-part series. Now it's a 3-part series, and it very well may turn into a 4-part series.
Wow.
So thank you guys.
Season 6.
I know 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you guys so very much for joining. Shekayla Shears, Shawn Harris once again. And thank you, Boss Fam. As usual, I love you and I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much and have a good night.